So in my last video I started on the basing of this is a 3D printed Blood Bowl tile from the Kraken Studio Kickstarter. Kickstarter's ended and I'm expecting the delivery of the 3D files tomorrow. So this is the test piece. I printed this in I printed it in SLA, liquid resin. A friend of mine printed it in melted plastic, FDM, and I did a few tests with them. After that I've decided to think about how I'm going to base it up. I want to do a kind of muddy texture and then grass over the top. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do for the grass yet. Might be sawdust or static grass, but I'll have a think about that later. But the mud, I want it to be hard wearing and to look realistic. The grass texture, particularly if it's static grass, I can imagine it wearing off, so I want something underneath that over time is going to come through and look realistic. And I want a kind of churned up muddy look to the Blood Bowl picture anyway, so it doesn't matter too much how much this comes through, because that'll kind of add to it. It'll look a bit more worn. It'll look like a Blood Bowl pitch, not a nice manicured football field or rugby pitch type of thing. So this is what I ended up with, and I did this by mixing soil and grout. I baked the soil first, picked all the things that were living in the soil out of the soil, put it in the oven, baked it, mixed some grouts in, did a few tests, and that's in the previous video. But this time round it's just the soil and grout, and I want to have a look at how hard wearing it is. I'm not going to be hitting it with a hammer this time. It seems a bit redundant. I've done it already. We know that the plastic cracks. But particularly the edge of bases, I don't want them scratching off the surface. So let's have a look and see how that works. Pick this bit of base here, trying to dig away at it. So this has had the soil and grout mix attached with PVA, and then after that it's had a coat of PVA sprayed onto it. So I have been able to get a tiny amount up there, but not much at all. Yeah, I thought so. I've actually, I don't know whether this will come through, I've actually roughed up the base quite badly. So I've done more damage to the base of the miniature than I have to the tile. Interesting. Okay, so fingernails, I don't really have long ones, but okay, that's actually gone through easier, scratched through to it, but not done that much damage. I painted under this before I attached the glue soil grout, so it looks like it's going to survive even fairly well with fairly rough handling. I'm hoping no one's going to be deliberately trying to gouge away at this surface, but I think up to normal play type conditions I think that's going to stand up fairly well. Yeah, I've actually scraped the paint off the rocks, but I haven't done any damage with that kind of just roughing it up approach to the tile. So I'm going to scrub it off with a bit of lick. Yeah, little bits come off. That's probably the most effective way to get it off, but again, trying to get it off and failing. I think in short that the tile and grout and PVA glue, going to get another coat of either static grass or sawdust over the top. That'll be more PVA glue. I think that's going to give a firm enough, strong enough play surface to stand up to regular everyday play. If it does get broken or scuffed up, I think I'll be able to fix it up with either a little bit of paint or just some more of the tile grout mix, the sand, soil and grout mix. So it's not something that's bothering me too much. I think this will stand up to it. If you have any questions, comments, any ideas for how you might improve that kind of surface, anything you'd like to see me test out on these, just let me know and I'll do my best to get on it. If you like this video, consider liking, consider subscribing. I should be getting a lot more of this kind of stuff out, documenting how I'm going forwards, printing, painting the pitch. The next couple of weeks might be a bit boring, me just going, I printed some stuff, but I won't put videos out about that. I've got a few other ideas for things to do. So I've had miniature 3D sculpted, so I'm going to talk about that. There's some other stuff coming that I've got ideas talking about, and of course North Wales Carnage Cup going forwards, getting very close to putting the rules pack out, and I'm looking forward to explaining some of that to you guys. So any questions, leave them in the comments. Like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Anything else you want to know, just let me know. Thank you.